Hey guys, happy Sunday morning. Well, I thought I would tell you all about eBay again. Yes, I was under the impression that eBay had a new seller policy that was going to be more fair to both sellers and buyers. Okay, but they pulled something on me this morning. I guess they thought they were Walmart. I can't even say that because Walmart is now changing their return policy, by the way. Yeah, you'll have to go look it up because I don't remember what it said, but yeah, it's going to be interesting. But here's big Walmart changing their return policy, and here's eBay. I sent a bra out to this lady, brand new with tags. I think it was like a $45 bra, maybe more. And she said she was returning it because she didn't like the texture. And she didn't like, or first she put reason, just didn't like it. Then she put why. It says why, I think. And she said, I just don't like the texture. Or I didn't expect the texture. So she has until April 12th to return the item. Because I was damn sure not going to give her a refund just for that reason. I mean, I don't know. You know, because that's like saying, hey, you keep the bra and, you know, I'll give you a refund too. And, not this chickaboom. But I was under the impression the policy had got changed, that they were going to be a little bit more, like, hey, you sellers need to do this, but the buyers, they need to read the description, read the material, read, you know, whatever, and know the size of their feet or whoever's feet they're buying shoes for and stuff like that, rather than just saying, oh, well, they didn't fit me, because I've had that one too. Yes, I've had a couple of people order pairs of shoes over years that they didn't fit them, you know, so they're sending them back. Or better yet, I think they thought they were going to get a free refund, you know, or get a refund and a free item, because these people never really returned the items, okay? I said, fine, you guys return the item, blah, 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 blah. And I have a hunch this is going to happen the same way with this one. I don't know why. And usually I will give a refund if you email me first and you say, hey, look, this just, you know, this this item, I just don't like it. I would probably, you know, go ahead and just give them a refund, you know. Tell them return it and I'll give you the refund. But, and I know... Every time I get this dust from the cars outside, it drives me crazy. Anyway, excuse me. And I understand eBay has a policy where you can return it for any, or they did have this policy that you could return it for any reason, okay? But these people have things in their mind like, well, we can get refunds and keep the product because we don't have to return it. That's not what eBay is saying. The seller makes that choice. And, you know, I have went through like some repetitive refunds in the past. And of course, the people kept the item and I ended up paying them back, plus they got the item. And I made a decision that I was not going to be doing that, you know. Like I said, you email me first, and she didn't even email me. She didn't even email me and say, hey, look, I got this. And I don't know, I don't like it. I'm going to go ahead and return it. Can you give me a refund? I would have gave her a refund. Yeah. But she would have had to return the item. Because now I ask for items back. If you don't want to send the item back, that's your business. But I don't know. I was watching another eBay video not too long ago, and somebody was basically talking about almost the same thing, but they were saying, if they want to do this, they need to go buy it at Walmart at full price, or at Kohl's, or what is them big old fancy mall stores? Yeah, Dillard's, and yeah. And I tend to somewhat agree. I really do. Now, whether that makes me a tyrant or whatever, that's fine. But I was ripped off too many times by people who just repetitively used a different, what do you call it? A different eBay handle or whatever you want to call it. And then later I'm like, wait a minute, didn't I just send a return back to this person? And I would eventually say, okay, well, I'm just going to send it back and, see what happens. And again, they would request a refund. So it happened with more than several people. And see, another thing. God, guys, I'm sorry. Another thing is that I'm going to get what I call a ding for her return. So every return you get, your standards go down. And why should our standards go down if they're the ones that didn't like the item? They bought it, they saw it, they had seen all the pictures of it, but they didn't like it. And so now they'll return it, and then we get hit with a lower percentage. But, I don't know, you guys let me know what, she didn't even pay much for it. I think it was like $10, okay, for a $48 bra or something like that. So if she sells online, or even if she believes in Christmas, she could have gave it as a present, but that's just corny to me. I buy off eBay myself. I really do. And I make sure I read the whole description. And then you can come back and say, it wasn't in the description like that, But half these people don't even read the description. I try to make my titles real long with as much information as I can give them, because that's all they read. That is all they read. And so I don't know. I don't know what the answer is about eBay. I always loved selling on eBay, but I can't keep going down on standard over returns because they didn't like the color, or the shoes didn't fit them because they don't know what size their feet are, Or somebody's trying to squeeze in a pair of Nikes that, don't fit them because they're not their size. I don't know. But, yeah, there's a lot of that stuff that goes on. Trust me. And anybody who gets mad because I talk about eBay, I am so sorry. But eBay needs to get their shit together, because they've already lost a lot of sellers. They're going to lose more. Yeah, there might be more coming on. But, we are having a lot of people coming to the internet, that full internet. Like Walmart has got an internet already. not the one to buy in their store or from their people. They have an actual site where you can go and choose to sell for Walmart, sell on Walmart's platform. And, you know, yes, they are pretty strict from what I hear, but I'm just giving an example. Walmart's closing a whole bunch of stores. There's new stores coming online all the time. And you got to stay competitive, even if you are eBay. And because sellers are going to go where they get the most money, for one thing, and the most sales. And I just think that eBay needs to regulate their returns more. And if somebody does a return, the seller should not get dinged for it if it's because it didn't fit their feet, because they ordered the wrong size and the right size of the shoe was on the listing, or if they don't like the color, or they don't like the texture. It's a personal thing, okay? So it's not like I sent them the wrong item, right? So I shouldn't be penalized for it. That's what I'm trying to say. Nobody should. So I know that they did all these changes. They did all these changes. They sent me a new policy that they sent out about a month ago. I don't know. And, you know, their glitches and their, just the way the site has been run in the last year, you know, and now sales are kicking up a little bit. And I'm used to sales not being good January through probably the last of February. So, I mean, it does start picking up when people get their income tax checks back and stuff. In January, they're trying to pay off the the stuff they bought last, you know, for Christmas and stuff. And I got that. But it did a job on all of us, really, on the sellers, on most of the sellers, that with the glitches and them shutting down at night and them shutting down sometimes like overnight on a Saturday or something like that. And those are busy nights, guys. Hello, you know. But if you can't get in to see what's on eBay, you ain't going to be buying nothing. And there was something else I was going to tell you, too. And last week, I think it was last week or the week before, people were trying to send offers to people. And they weren't going through. And it didn't happen to me but one time, but it happened to some other resellers that I watch. And I'm thinking, good Lord, you know, eBay been around a long time. Computers been around a long time now. If you don't have somebody who knows how to get the glitches out and do all that stuff, you need to get somebody new who's doing your internet or your web pages and stuff. I mean, because they're going to lose money too. I mean, if people ain't buying from us because they can't get on and because of the glitch or whatever's going on, obviously we're not making money, but neither are they. So, I mean, it would behoove them to get it done right. If you have somebody who's not doing it right, you need to find somebody who is and pay them a little bit more money, okay? Because something is not right. You don't have glitches for a whole 8 months or a year. You don't. I mean, anybody I know in any offices I worked in, they were in a hurry to get that computer guy out there if something was wrong with that computer. And If it happened again, they changed somebody else they called to fix it. You know, that's only a second chance right there. But, so I don't know what's going on. But I just thought that it was totally just so funny that they said they were going to smack down on buyers as well as sellers, and that they weren't going to just give a refund for no reason and this and that and this and this and this. They had to read the descriptions and all this and that, which I know they can't go hold their hand and make them read it. But you also cannot penalize somebody for a return when the return was because the person didn't like the color or the texture. You know, that's crazy. And I'm sure I'll see other people on here saying, oh, well, she didn't read the small print. I don't pay attention to that shit. But anyway, I just, you know, I just think it's wrong, and I'm tired of being penalized and put below standard because somebody don't know what size their feet are, or, you know, they buy a 7.5 shoe and their foot's only a 6, or it's a 9 and they buy a 8 and then it's too tight, and so they send it back. And even if I give them the refund, okay, even if I approve the refund, I'm still going to get a ding because I know, and I didn't even know that until recently, because I went into the seller summary dashboard, and I was looking at why in the world have they not upped my standard yet when I've had no refunds lately until today. And I've had no cancellations, because basically I think we found everything that we don't have anymore from being burglarized. So that's what gave me the below standard in the first place. But that was 2 years ago. Come on, guys. You know, don't tell me I didn't bump up since then. But it doesn't help me when people return stuff because they're purchasing the wrong item themselves. So my deal is, if I send something out and I omitted something in the description, or I stated the size wrong, or the color even wrong, okay? Because I'll always say, if I think something is dark blue and not black, I'll say, in my opinion, this is blue, but it looks black on here, or whatever. I always put stuff in there. I make it very clear. So all they need to do is quit penalizing sellers for returns that were not their fault. Let me know what you think about that. And I'll talk to you later on our next video, probably this evening. Bye, guys.